control of the name, or I don't want the name to exist, because if the name's in someone else's hands, that means that my reputation, my brand, my channel that I built up for 7 years is in someone else's hands, and I don't like the idea of that, which is why I was very firm on not selling my half of this dead company worth negative $600 that had completely failed up until this point. So on July 17th, the argument stopped. From July 4th to July 17th, it was basically every day trying to figure this out, and we decided to split the assets in some sort of way that we could agree on. So here's how it was broken down. My partner got all the animals belonging to Emerald Scales, with a few exceptions. So we had 42 animals at the time. My partner got to take 37 of these animals. All the aquariums, terrariums, tubs, and enclosures acquired or built during the time the Emerald Scales existed.
Okay.
All the supplies like heat mats, decor, water bowls, hides, 3 sets of industrial shelving.
It's back to grinding.
And the Instagram. Now I really wanted to make sure that some of these sick and ill animals got exactly what they needed, because I trust myself working.
I didn't even reset last night.
Feel comfortable myself. I was able to buy and play the animals to keep for myself. On top of that, I got to do it. So basically my asset branding, fine. I was really proud of my own animals.
What the heck?
It was more important to me to make sure these animals got what they wanted than to
I'm surprised I died like that. That's so weird.
If I did not
That's so weird. No, 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 no.
if you can't tell, I really care about control, I really care about power. That sounds very egotistical, but
My main goal is to win.
I got full control of the animal, and I have full power of my money, because I am really trusting behavior that I can get out and get the animals away. So yes, I lost 37 of the animals.
Okay, so two of the exact same thing happened?
All the assets, but I got to keep the branding, which was what was really important to
Oh
me.
my God.
And I got the name, Emerald Scales,
Take the
the
whole.
logo,
Hey,
font,
that's
color scheme, stuff like that. We signed this agreement on the 17th, I think, something like that. And on the 24th was the day that everything was released within a week. We moved everything over, took everything out of my house. And as of the 24th of July,
I want to do this attempt, so I have just 5 hours for nothing. It'd be really funny to me. I don't know. I'm getting pretty consistent though.
The one that was injured that I ended up taking for that. At the time of this split, we had taken in 173 animals, and we had sold about 120 to 125 animals.
I'm just gonna turn up my mic. Yeah, you're gonna hear the background a lot more, but
It was a brand new account starting at 0 followers again. I saw my
but
personal account
it's alright, man. It's alright.
30,000 or something at the time. And so basically I started with the same name, just starting fresh animal boxes. So same company with fresh animals. Then my partner was the opposite, starting with an inventory of 37 animals, but his fresh brand. I immediately redesigned the site and lowered the shipping cost to $45. I started using media accounts, and then I started spreading the word more that we actually take animals in, because I wanted to not have to just scour Craigslist and basically people call this.
I'm actually getting a little. Okay, then what? I'm not gonna try.
We did. If you look at it from a point blank perspective, we flipped live animals from Craigslist and sold them for profit. If you look at it more
Just gonna
specifically,
turn this
details, we were taking in
down.
animals that needed homes. We had to pay for them because these people were selling them. Some of them maybe they were from breeders. We tried to not buy from breeders, but if it was possible and if it could help us run our company, we would do it. And we would take the animal, care for it for weeks or months, even a year plus, make sure it was in perfect condition, sell it on our site, get pretty minimal profit, and then make sure it goes to the perfect home. So, animal flipper, yeah, without the animal flipper for me, at least a good animal flipper. Most are not. I've talked to others that do flip Craigslist animals, and they'll do this, they just buy it and sell it the next day. So, we don't do that. But instead, we want to get away from that and start actually just taking in more animals that need homes from people all over the country. And so that's when I really started pushing emeraldscales.com/rehome. Today that's still the link you go to if you want to rehome your home. So I purchased all new supplies, all new enclosures. I decided to go with very large plastic tubs because they're easier to transport in aquariums, they're cheaper, they're lighter, they can be stackable.
Hopefully this doesn't last like another 5 hours. Because if that thing's full, that's like 10 hours of me playing.
On the
I feel like 10 hours is ridiculous. I'll end like at 8 or 9 o'clock. 2 days just completely dedicated to the burger. I just want to be consistent, you know? I got a 62, I got a 44 to 100. Okay. That's good enough. Oh, shit.
I don't have the exact shipping prices. They're all in my expenses, like on my accounting software. But I'm just going to base it on the average shipping that I paid, which is $55. And then in August, I brought some electric tickets to the vet that cost a few $100s. Was not worth the money. Was dumb to go. I mean, it made sense to go because they were sick, but we could have done it ourselves. What they did. I don't like vets. Okay, don't worry. I promise I'll talk about it more. I haven't had good experiences. But either way, from July to August, because I've been pushing the fact that we take in animals, we got 65 new animals. This probably sounds ridiculous, but in August I moved into this house, which is my own house for the first time.
Oh no, it's gonna be me being silent now. I'm gonna be sweating. I'm just gonna be not talk. I don't wanna not talk. I wanna talk. And there's levels of making me just not talk. Also, I'm kind of enjoying just spending hours at a time looking at this on the screen, doing nothing, making no progress. I don't know. I know I'm not going to be able to do this once school starts, so yeah. I have like, one more week. Next Monday, I'll be in school doing astronomy stuff. I don't know why I decided to sign up for astronomy. It's fun, yes, but it's stressful. What is that, 8 classes? 8 classes after this? 3 college classes, never mind. It is surprisingly stressful to do 3 college classes and to do more the next year. I should have done criminal justice instead or something like that. I just felt like it would be too boring for me. But,
and now, December, as of recording
I
this on the 20th, and this is after about 18 to 19.
Criminal justice. It just sounds like, I am not going the path of the Lord. I want to go the path of chemistry, astronomy, or VFX. So, I'm supposed I even died at that one point where like the black hole was. Like, I get how I died there because I just hit the degree all too late. But yeah, just emphasize that.
Is $29,182.27. Even if this was all profit, it's a big number, but it's really not that good if you think about it. Now, a general company usually takes 2 to 5 years to become profitable. So if you look at it in that way, $29,000 is pretty good. But that's also split amongst about 2 years of work and a lot of expenses. Let's talk about the expenses, and then we'll get our actual profit number. Now, before I split the company with my partner, our expenses were $12,305.43. After splitting, I spent $8,595.35 on shipping supplies, labels, bags, values, but mostly shipping labels, so there's an extra $6. This at Home Depot alone, I spent $1,246 on new tubs, shelving, and supplies. I spent about $900 on Amazon, Walmart, pet stores, eBay, just stuff for general supplies like needed, food, the reptiles,
Oh shoot, I was still yeah.
light bulbs, heat mats, all that sort of stuff. Was about $900.
I'm gonna start listening to music again because like
about $622 extra on
I don't know if I can just listen to the background or like just listen to basically nothing else. So I'm gonna be kind of rocking, talking, I guess, or be talking sometimes.
And then I had 2 assistants who most of their jobs were on channels, some of which was the target stuff. But I won't give you the exact number, but it was about $4,000 paid to them for the actual Emerald Scales work, not including other work they did for the companies. So, adding all that up, subtracting it from the revenue, Emerald Scales company, since its birth date,
Hopefully, they don't get the trade, but also hopefully, because I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't know. I want to restart the attempt count so I can actually get an accurate attempt count for today. I know it's not like a 157 or something. That's a lot more work time.
Based on how long we work on the scale, I'm 16 cents per hour. Yeah, and that's an average of $3.50 per hour. The average animal we actually sell for $150 but we found is $3.50 per hour.
No, I held a little too long.
Since the virtual scale, that's the problem. You might be getting
I do want to be like I hate Ren or something. You know, I don't think Ren is too. I don't think I hate Ren. I don't know what Ren did for me to have hate arms or like. I don't know. What do I want to do? Oh, listen to music. Also, ooh, my hands cracked.
GoHerping is a digital company, while Emerald Scales is an e-commerce company. GoHerping makes digital content, merchandise, digital services like the membership that you can join for $5 a month at GoHerping.com/membership. And Emerald Scales is the perfect way to keep GoHerping sustainable. If you look at a lot of reptile YouTubers, they just keep on buying and buying and buying animals. No shade, but this is how it is. Some of them just keep on buying animals because they need new videos, the new interesting stuff. Maybe they've made too many videos on that one animal they own, and so they need to get more animals. That's not sustainable. I do not want to own 100 personal animals. In the house currently, there is 115 animals, but only about 19 of them are mine. Only 19 is still a lot of pets, but these are only here because Emerald Scales exists. Emerald Scales is basically a zero profit.
I swear, I started in the middle of a song. Yup, it was October. I love October now.
Actual money because I get to do things like the unboxing video.
Like the song, I don't like the time. I don't like the month. I like winter months.
Rehabilitating animals and enclosures. I get a lot of experience. I've worked with dozens and dozens and dozens of species now, and it's really cool. And I completely forgot to actually say the numbers. We've taken in 306 animals to date, and we've sold about 225 of them. That's 86 animals not accounted for. 37 of those went to my business partner. Unfortunately, about a dozen of these 300 plus did not survive over the years because we get extremely sick animals. You can find a lot of videos on this individual cases. It's been like a
oh, forgot it's the New Year's thing.
Stuff like that, which you can, like I said, you can see in other videos. And then about 30 to 35 are here.
Oh, Lord of Fries group. That's goofy. I don't care about that though.
I've been talking for so long.
I had to freaking.
About 30 to 35 animals.
I had to like freestyle the whole thing. That whole thing I had to freestyle, bro. I was so gutted, bro. That was so gutted. The fact that I barely did any of the questions and I still got like a really good score is actually insane. Like who knew I can yap that hard? I did wish I did do the questions because that is a giant part of the grade. And my grades are like rather really bad or really good. So there's no in between. Like I think 4 classes like are absolutely horrific. One of them was not even my fault. Because it was my group members and like group projects, man. I don't want to carry everyone.
But the reality for me is I haven't made anything. I cannot even pay a month of rent with the money I've made in 2 years of selling live animals. I I can only pay it because those animals help me flourish and build so many other resources, like the videos, paradigms, the website, all sorts of really cool stuff. That's
Happy for you.
I'm using my voice now.
Very nice song.
So that's good. That's the experience I've had. Now I've rushed over so much stuff, so many interesting, bad, fun, experiences, and I have no idea how long this video is, but that's how much I made.
Oh shoot.
So, yeah. What do I regret?
Animal I dislike more. I don't know. I do not dislike any animal. Okay, never mind. Spiders. Spiders suck.
I would say the mistake I repeated the most, animal-wise, is
not really.
In the
some of them are cute. Some are just kind of creepy to look at, man. I don't like them.
I always put something under the sink or under the bathtub, and I forget it's there, and then I flood the bathroom. Not this house. If my landlord is watching this, not this house, my parents' house, so it's fine. In general, animal mistakes, deaths, animals do die sometimes because we're taking in really sick animals. But if a mistake is made, cough, cough, trusting a vet too much, I don't make that mistake again. Okay, I've made that mistake again because I tried more vets. I'll talk about vets later, I swear. Okay. A certain animal care, rehabilitating them a certain way, those mistakes have not been made. I've had to remove people from the company that work on it. I don't regret hiring or working with any of them. I don't regret starting this with the people I started it with. I don't regret building it as we have. I would have changed plenty of things, but looking at how I did it at the time, I think I did it exactly as I should have, and it made perfect sense at the time. Even if I really hate reptile expos now, even if I'm never going to sell an expo again, you will not see emerald scales at any more expos. But it was an interesting experience. Really, the only thing I regret is selling that bearded dragon that I really miss. So, of course, there are little other things, but I'd say that's the general gist. It'll be interesting to see in 2 years how Harvey is doing, how the channel's doing, what mistakes I've made. Maybe I'll say how much I've made on YouTube in 2 years. And then, who knows, maybe
best song ever.
Let's just hope I still have it.
I don't know how to sound like that, but yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Really good song made by Attempts, right? I think it's made by Attempt. I don't know how I forgot. Attempt? I don't know how to pronounce his name. A-N-T-E-N-T. I just say that so slow because I was like, focusing on this, and also my English skills aren't very rubbish. Very rubbish, I say. Yep.
It's an 8-page. Normally my outlines are like 5 bullet points.
Oh
but
my
I wrote
gosh.
an 8-page outline for this. So, yeah. I don't even want to end the video at this point because if you're watching this far, you'll watch forever. I wonder how many minutes I've been. If you want to give me money, you can go to garden.com/membership. It's $5 a month, and you get early access videos like this one. You get private live streams, wallpapers that I photograph. You get to text my personal number. You get a private Discord server. Lots of stuff.
I barely hear any Tower Kid stuff for like Nas, cause like I don't know, this isn't that much. If I did, I would be I don't know. It's probably some like other music I really like. Also, I already reached the 200 attempts. This is what my stats look like for this. If you go to the one I've been actually playing, this one I've just been playing on mobile, like tapping, and it did not translate well with, you know, using my mouse, because I never played mouse before, so yeah. Plus the 12K I have. It's not looking too well, plus 62. But I'm hoping I can beat it today in like less than 500 extra attempts, so yeah. Also, by the way, if you look at the attempt count, you could probably minus like, you could probably subtract like 500 because I played a lot of mobile attempts, so yeah, like 500, 700. I'll just say a low ball and say 500, so subtract that. Just subtract that amount.
About
But
6 years
what is that
ago,
like?
the right age of 17,
14K, 14.2K otherwise, so yeah.
it ended up being called Emerald Scales.
I remember we had like 11,000 or 12,000 attempts on alternate phase. Yeah, I barely got anywhere. I got like what, 80 to 100 something like that. So yeah, it was not too good. I'm just trying to play as many recent like extremes or like insane as possible. Because any old level doesn't know how to actually, like, they don't know what good gameplay is. Like the alternate phase. Fourth ever extreme movement, I did not know that at the time. How was I supposed to know that? Like, was I just randomly supposed to know that? Like, if I didn't click that on one FM6, I think it is FM6. I don't know. Video, like how I would not have known that the oldest extreme damage. It's like 10 years old. Wait, I bet there's levels that actually say 10 years old. Like, I know Scary Madness is like hecka old, but it just doesn't feel old. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like an old level. It's like one of the first ever levels made. First ever levels? No, that does not make sense. First levels ever made. It's one of the first levels ever made, jeez. But, it doesn't feel old. It's feel like other levels, you can feel how old it is. At least to me. I keep clicking to it.
All sorts of different reasons. We actually ended up focusing on rehoming people's animals, and this is what Emerald Scales became. A place where you could send your animal or purchase an animal. And so, yeah, so Emerald Scales was born. However, Emerald Scales died also. So 5 year lifespan. So in this video, we're going to talk about 100 reasons why it fell. We're going to start with the management side. This isn't going to all be in chronological order, so I think it'll be more structured this way, but it started with us, and then we ended up actually hiring people. It was up to 3, and then up to 4, maybe at some point I think up to 5 at once, but generally it was between 3 and 4 people working on Emerald Scales. Now, I have personally never been hired before. I was 17, I had just dropped out of school, and I was going all in on YouTube along with Emerald Scales at this point, and I didn't have life experience or work experience. This is how I was going to get it. But unfortunately, it turns out if you've never been hired, you don't know everything about management. Number 2 is I had reportedly poor communication skills. Who would have guessed? Someone that didn't have any friends, that had never had a job, that had never run a business, didn't really know how to communicate. I did my best, and I improved over time, but this definitely threw a wrench in things as well. I also reportedly micromanaged. Also, our pay was bad. We couldn't offer that much. Pay for everyone that ever worked at Emerald Scales was between $9 and $15 an hour. The minimum wage here is $7.25, so it was above minimum wage, and $9 could get you a little bit farther back in 2018 when we launched this. But still, 9 to 15. It's not great pay. Also, we disagreed on the husbandry of the animals. So of course we have reptiles coming in. Our inventory is living animals, and we as individuals have different standards. I would disagree with my friends sometimes. We would disagree with an employee.
I don't even know what the song is.
It was simply
Snowfield by Snowfield by Bicycle?
We all had the same goal, which was
So yeah, it's a long. No, wait, that's the wrong thing I'm answering. So like I wouldn't know. Just saying what I'm answering. Never mind. I'll leave it.
Also, the work hours and workload were very inconsistent, as you can imagine. This is a really weird startup. It's like, there's a lot of different parts to it. Like, early on, we'd get like one animal every so often, but then sometimes we get an influx, and then sometimes animals would have specific issues that take a lot more time. So basically, part-time employees never seemed quite as dedicated or as motivated to do some of the work, and the full-time didn't really work out because we oftentimes just wouldn't have the work for them to do, and so finding the right people for this was definitely difficult. Not to mention, I was just bad at the hiring and interviewing process. We did very classic, I guess. I don't know. I still haven't been interviewed for a job. We would interview people, literally just going to Starbucks and doing a classic interview, like how's it going? What's your work experience? I don't know. I don't even remember what we asked. It was really about just making sure we got along, because that was the biggest thing. It didn't matter if they knew how to do the work, because we were there to help them figure it out, and we were figuring it out ourselves. So we didn't really know what we needed, and it was very interesting. Tons of skills gained, but when it comes to Emerald Scales, it wasn't too great for it because hiring people was rough sometimes. We also disagreed on the people buying the reptiles. So there were two main big components to Emerald Scales. There was the service side and the product side. The service was rehoming your animal. The product was buying an animal. And the comparison I'm going to use a lot and I always use is a used car dealership. It's kind of like what they do. They have to buy cars for their inventory. They can't just make their inventory. They have to get it from other people. They pay them for the cars. They fix up the cars, make sure they're good, and then they sell them to someone else. But we will learn, and as you can probably guess, living animals and Emerald Scales is still kind of different from used cars. But this is the best comparison because there's these two sides, and on the buying side, we didn't want to just sell them to anyone like most sellers do. We also wanted to have this level of verification so that we knew
I
the
need
animal
to
was going
research
to a good
all of that stuff.
home.
Oh, uploading
Basically,
0% on my 5-hour
just a
live
write-off
stream.
thing,
Let's
sort of,
go,
but
baby.
actual sale.
I don't even know
But
what this
it
song
wasn't
is.
just
I'm gonna
us
look
that
at
were
it.
verifying inclusions,
Yes, I know I keep doing other
people
stuff.
buying the animals.
But
We oftentimes disagreed within like, the management
this is what it's
itself
gonna be
on which
like.
people
This is
should
how it's gonna
and
be
should
for a
not be
while.
approved for an animal. And this
I don't know
wasn't
what the song
always
is.
consistent. It's not like there was
You're
one
Not the
person
Same by
always
Tyler
had
King.
lower standards than the
I
other.
think I heard that like
It would
once or twice.
oftentimes be different answers from different people for different species, and it got kind of crazy. So. And
Alright.
also, I realized I hate managing people. I don't like being a manager. I hate having people rely on me. It's kind of stressful. I'm becoming a more social person, but especially back in 2017, 18, 19, and 20, 2020, I was even less social, not to mention actually having to manage people, like, I'm a bad manager. I don't like managing. So that's the management section of why let's go good. Let's go into the housing. So the housing for myself changed a lot over time. Early on, I was 17. I was living with my parents until I was 19, and so Emerald Scales was part of my bedroom. It was just my bed, my desk, Emerald Scales over on the other wall. Also, I forgot to mention, you can just follow along with all this. I have a playlist in the description called 100 Emerald Scales videos, and it is 100 videos.
I wonder if it's gonna take longer for it to upload than me just speeding it up. Because I'm gonna have a dilemma. I'm gonna have to put 62%, and then 44 to 100, and then just 100%. Just me being low.
I'm trying to fill in the gaps if you don't know much about it or anything about it. And so the housing, it was my bedroom and my friend's bedroom. We each had a couple animals, but eventually the room definitely filled up quite a bit, and I ended up renting a townhouse to.
Also, I do say third demon because I've beaten the lightning round. That's something. So if you look at the title of my videos, you will see third demon jump from the nightmare. Because I've beaten I've beaten the nightmare and the lightning road. And lightning road.
I contacted over 50 landlords in different properties, only 3 of them.
I was not expecting to hear any Daniel MP3
I was
music.
like, yeah, I'm gonna have some animals, they're super clean, like I would give them a rundown, but I minimized it, like, oh, it'll just be like maybe a dozen reptiles at most, and I gave them like honest stuff about like they're clean, they're not gonna damage the property, no one's gonna hear them, they're not dangerous, they're not venomous, but only 3 said, okay, that's fine. 1, however, ended up backing out. 1 was a very disgusting, dingy property in a pretty sketchy area, and then 1 was the one that I ended up renting. It was a very sad little townhouse in a not great part of town, and for reference, the value of the home was $80,000, which is not very much for a house. It was something. However, the next reason is there were constant feuds with neighbors. It was insane because word started getting around that there were reptiles in that weird kid's townhouse, and they didn't like that. And this escalated over time. It was gradual. I never escalated anything. I always tried to avoid confrontation, but they started getting grumpy and frustrated to the point that there were literal daily shouting matches. I never knew I would get in a shouting match with someone, but it was literally me shouting with neighbors every day because they'd be walking around the property. They'd be looking through our windows. And of course, they had to start calling the police on us and reporting us. And it was not this housing experience.
I feel like I'm dying every single time I cough like that. I guess I need to focus now.
Became just a more scale for like after years and things. We were constantly in that street and having to hide everything. Like we were bringing in animals, like, oh, we're bringing a boa in, we better not let the neighbors come in. It was all so secret, and this was a townhouse, so it's not like it's a private, separated property. The employees coming over to the house, we were having to like hype us up, just like, okay, we're gonna talk to you, you're our friends, we're just hanging out, and you like.
I think I need to do like a 60 to 100 before I actually start anything. I need to warm up. I have not. I did not play anything today. Was it 7,200? No, it's 4,400.
Because as we grew from 5 in our room, we then eventually had 10, and then 15, 20, 50, sometimes 75 plus animals. It takes a serious setup, and we didn't always have that setup available. Not even if the electric bill was oftentimes over $500 a month.
I have so many 7,200s at this point. It's actually insane.
Safety code with the amount of extension cords and extension cords and power strips and power strips and power strips.
It's actually kind of crazy that I did get 44 to 100.
The next reason.
Like I passed all this at one time. Like I just passed it like this. I can't click again.
And so trying to separate these spaces was very difficult in this townhome, but it was kind of the best that we had. So let's go ahead and move on to the intake section of things. The animals actually being taken in by animal scales and everything that.
Jeez, I keep dying.
So, you need to get rid of your reptile. Maybe you're slightly incentivized a lie, or you don't actually know that there's honestly a problem with your animal. People were constantly misleading us with the condition of the animals. Over the time of normal scales, we had over 600 animals in 5 years, and I don't know, maybe over half were in the condition that we expected. There were so many surprises. Sometimes it was clear.
Imagine this at 100% 10% speed. I'm not doing that.
An edited picture. We would have
it's like 10, close to 10 CPS.
Order number and your name on it and all this, but they could still take it at the right angles and cover things up. Or they simply didn't know the animal had.
Why did I just abbreviate clicks per second? It's like what, an extra syllable that I saved? I don't have a syllable limit today. Or any day, to be honest. I don't know why I said today.
Some of these animals that we did not expect. We also had a lot of trouble sourcing animals early on. This is true, this is not chronological. We're going way back to 2017 and 18. Like I said, we can't just.
I would be surprised if I did it like that. Alright, I did say I don't want to tire myself out. Because that does tire myself out, so never mind.
There was more demand for people to buy animals than there was for us to actually get animals. And this was a very rough, long start. A lot of people were frustrated because they were waiting so long to see an animal they want. And also, it just took a ton of time. Like I said, Craigslist is how we were sourcing them. And also, Facebook Marketplace, Opera, Letgo, Nextdoor. It's like every app that someone might be listing a reptile on, we were all over it. We spent days and days just contacting people. We contacted probably 70,000 of these things, and we met up with so many hundreds of people, and lots of them would flake, not show up, mislead us on the animal, and it was extremely hard to source these animals. Also, people changed their mind. Actually, like I don't know, maybe I shouldn't get rid of it. I think I'm gonna hold on to it. Except they tell us this after we've gone through a very lengthy process. Most of these animals were being shipped into us in the mail, and so that takes a while. It's also very expensive. We have to buy the shipping supplies, send them the shipping supplies, put together those shipping supply kits that we sent them, send them the shipping labels, which are also expensive. And this was all being done by customer support people who were getting paid hourly. We go through this whole process, and
I think I actually nailed like one of my I think my second attempt at like I nailed at least this type of song.
The paying the person to set up this enclosure, and then I'm not gonna send it actually, or it died before I could send it. So and to speak.
Yeah, I kind of nailed.
People would mispack animals a lot.
I'm surprised it's made by One Heart, man. I can't believe it. Never heard this One Heart song. Surprisingly.
They got written instructions. We answered questions. I don't know what else.
I just feel like it isn't long enough. That 6 I think it was pretty long. I think only 20 seconds. They always have like a rec, like you put like a VHS or something. I don't like those though. I just want to. Oh, come on, man. But yeah, it's like. Also, by the way, if you're in stream, if anyone's in there, I can't see your chat. At least for now. Looks like my stream just did a little glitchy witch, but who cares? I'm never saying that ever again. So we had a wait list. We didn't want to put more in than we can handle at any given time. So you have to wait for a certain period of time. Sometimes it's 2 to 3 weeks, other times it's 2 to 3 months. At one point, as well as your years, you have to wait for some animals. Well, that's not our fault. It's also not their fault that they do it somewhere. So we would make as many exceptions as we could, especially since they are paying to send us these animals. There was a service where early on we would actually pay them some, and then we would just cover shipping, and then it was free, we covered the expenses, and then they would actually have to cover shipping, and then they have to pay us a fee on top, and then they have to pay a fee, and so we relied on this revenue, and we needed people to send us animals to pay for everything, because, yeah, they were paying for that whole process, but, well, we have to refund people that ended up changing their mind, and also, yeah, the scheduling was an issue, so if it didn't work out, oh, this isn't gonna work, now we have to refund them, and very that kind of sucked. I died. Yeah. I do want to practice 44 a little bit more.
You can offer more money. Like you can check Cardano and see how much they're willing to pay you, and it might go up sometimes because they're more desperate for inventory or the price of stuff goes up. We can't try and pressure someone to get rid of their animal, like their beloved pet. Like, oh, I think you should do it. We're having a discount. You can send it to us for this much. We can't do that. It needs to be people that only really have to send the animals, because that's a big thing to get rid of a pet that you care about and have invested a lot into.
Oh, shoot.
So, it would suck when we don't have inventory, but we
like
can't do too much about it other than spreading the word that they are like trying to take them. So that puts us in the market and we'll get them later. We're getting into a lot of things like a lot of resources. Animals took a really long time to be great to be sold as well. I believe in most businesses, you want your inventory to sit on the shelves as short as possible, and ours sat on the shelves for a very long time. The average animal, I think, would stay for maybe 2 months, like 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks on average, but
oh shoot, I was looking.
That would end up staying with us for over a year. A couple even over 2 years to get to a place where we were comfortable selling it to somebody else. This was either like a ball python, like serious feeding issues, or
I think I should start streaming on YouTube when I get the chance to, because Twitch doesn't actually do much for me. Yeah, it's like, it's the same whatever, but like, the only reason I'm streaming on Twitch is because I can't stream on YouTube. And yeah. It doesn't allow me to. Well, like, it doesn't allow me to stream games.
But it's like you have to send someone out to do that, and if you're paying them, even if they're using $10 an hour, that's like $20 to send someone out to go pick up an animal, and that's assuming the person shows up and animals in the conditions you expect. So that just added even more. And we did try and keep it up as much as we could, because ultimately it is much safer to not ship the animal, but it was not easy.
I was kind of nervous. I didn't know what I was doing, so
it's hard to find that time.
I don't even know what I'm trying to do right now. I'm not trying to get like 44 200 again, but if I do, it's pretty good.
Also, the laws over these 6 or so years, 5 or 6 years, became more strict. The regulation increased. We could work with fewer species of animals, and that was not fun. It sucks to have this constant stress. What are we going to do with these people that won't send it or whatever? We had a couple workarounds, also didn't see later. But more strict laws is not epic. Also, we did not decline enough animals. This was a mistake on my part for sure, and I kept making exceptions. I couldn't help myself. I just wanted to try and help them out. It was not totally altruistic. I also wanted the revenue because we needed the revenue for the intakes. And so I really didn't want to decline animals. And ultimately,
Was it like 44 to like 70 something? I don't know.
Pass the health before we can take it.
That was a pretty good run.
We have too many. We should just not accept it now. The flip side is that
I am just trying to practice 44% though. If they get any farther, that's just because
they had lots of various excuses.
Oh, sure.
Some were justified, some were not. And so I felt this extra pressure to accept as many as possible.
oh wow, I was like really late. I was like, okay.
And that was a big mistake. If I went back, I would have a higher bar. Just be like, it's out of my hands. I can't worry about it. It might die, but it's not ours. And it's not our responsibility. So, yeah, but that was a mistake. So. Also, people wouldn't send their reptiles to anyone else. They just wanted it to come to me, like me, Alex, specifically. I was often put on this pedestal where, oh, it's Alex doing it. He's gonna magically fix everything. He's gonna be the best person for the animal. I appreciate that. That's really nice. But the people that I trust were just as good, if not better, than people working with me and people that I could trust. Like, okay,
I think that's good enough. This is just some practice. I'm not trying to like beat 44 to 100. Like, again,
like they can visualize this
if I do,
individual guys,
I guess.
So that it made things more, it was nice. I appreciated it, but it did make things more difficult. And also, people kind of didn't align with our available opening. It's kind of a repeat, I guess. But not only would they not be able to wait for a few months, but maybe they can't get the FedEx on a specific day when they specifically have a good spot in the house so that they can take their animal. And also, it was based on the weather and time of year. And so these opening timings oftentimes were missed, or people would just like not rely on the house. The FedEx goes to 8 p.m. They show up at the FedEx at 10 p.m. and then they can't ship it to us. Because that's a lot more time because it's not only do we have to reschedule it all and re-prepare when we're going to ship the animal, but also we have to re-ship some shipping supplies. Some of the supplies cannot be reused. And next up, let's go to the shipping. Actually, like focus on the shipping process. Shipping is limited to a few months per year with reptiles, and that is very unique from most other things. I used to sell a lot of merchandise. I still do sometimes. And I never thought about it. I print the hoodie, I put it in a bag, it goes off to your house. That's it. But with reptiles, we're in North Carolina, so we can't ship during the highest points of the summer or the coldest points of the winter. So we would be limited to a few months in spring and a few months in fall. It's also based on holidays. And within those few months, we were only limited to a couple days out of each week. So we have to take into the other person's weather into account also. And we can only ship a few days a week. At the end, shipping became more dangerous, and so we were limited to, instead of shipping Monday to Thursday, we ended up just shipping Tuesday and Wednesday. So 2 days out of 7 days out of a few months, but 12 was the only time we could ship, and we completely 100% relied on shipping animals. And this is not unique, this is everyone's style, really animals. So, yeah. Also, shipping is limited to good weather in both locations. So, we have Tuesday and Wednesday of these months, of these weeks. Also, we have to check the weather at our location and the delivery location. And sometimes we check the FedEx hub that it's going to stop at location. Because we had a couple of
I tried like put my arm or something, and it just made it hurt a lot more. So.
Stop it at Tennessee hub where it's too cold. That's about the truth. So you're still relying on it. Or the idea of whatever weather you're up to. And even the perfect shipping preparations, sometimes just move on. The person like the weather, so things that are out of our hands. Even if no mistakes are made, there was a mistake made along the way, be it by FedEx or by the even if it's not a mistake there, just things go wrong. You are shipping live organisms in boxes, and so there is that risk. And you just couldn't avoid it sometimes. Also, the price of shipping increased a lot. When we started on scales, the average shipping label was just under $60 each, which is kind of a lot for a shipping label, but it is what it is. But at the end of the 5 years of Emerald Scales, the average shipping label was $110. It doubled, basically, the price to ship. Does not include the shipping supplies either, which is $10 to $20, sometimes $30 just for that. It sucked that shipping increased. As everything has increased in price, shipping was not immune to that, especially not overnight shipping. Not to mention, here's one I didn't even write down. Overnight shipping kind of became not overnight anymore. It became almost a given at a certain point that it was going to take 2, maybe even 3 days. And also, people refuse to pick up from hubs for some reason. You can overnight deliver to an address or a FedEx hub. It is safer to do the FedEx hub. That saves one truck that the animal won't have to be on, and you don't have to worry about the weather,
just kind of,
truck experiences.
Computer just kind of got dark for a second. You kind of went to sleep mode. It doesn't really happen unless like there's nothing playing. It's like 2 things are playing right now, so like I'm kind of confused about that.
I don't want to. It's too far. Most people just like force this shit to their house, and then people just really can be telling them money even though they're supposed to be. So the dead on arrivals increased over time. We had one dead on arrival early on. We were super long economy, but then as we progressed, it was more and more frequent that these dead on arrivals were happening, which was scary and not ideal. So there's a little scratch on the surface with the shipping processes or shipping issues. You know, it's a little weird. Alright, the animals arrived and safe and sound. Great. Well, our inventory is alive. Back to the used car dealership. You buy all those cars, they're sitting there alive. You don't really want cars to sit too long. You should run them. You should make sure that their batteries don't die or whatever. You want their oils flowing. But it's not an animal that you have to feed and water and clean every single day. Plus any medical concerns. Plus individualized care. Plus we wanted to do our best to make sure every animal was as possible. We didn't like the very defensive ball.
I can't believe I died like that.
And so this halted daily. Like our inventory, which should just be sitting there for most businesses.
Oh man, I wish I died like so at 70, but 66. Alright, I take it.
Each animal had different requirements because we weren't just breeding ball pythons. We were accepting such unique cases of animals. As you can see in the videos, there's so many unique cases. It was cool and all, but also, man, that really sucked a lot. Every animal had different enclosure, different temperatures, different humidity, different setup, different diet, different medical problems, different personalities that like to be fed this one likes to be palm fed, this one likes to be out with a bowl, this one likes mealworms, this one likes dubia roaches. It was so much. Every animal was so different, and we have 75 of them. Because we need a lot so that we can make enough revenue to sustain everything, because this was not cheap, believe it or not.
Why?
Animals are good at hiding issues. If you show an issue,
Why you
don't
under
want to be vulnerable, because then you die.
I'm kind of difficult about that one. Anyways,
And animals were good at hiding
I am a little bit upset. Okay, I'm a little bit upset.
It could have been delivering something else for stuff over here, or they just
But we ain't blowing those actually. Holy crap, I don't want
do
these.
that. Sometimes problems
We ain't beat that real quick. I don't want you guys to hear that.
scary shipping every. It's like wait months.
Hello.
Just to make sure they don't come back.
I am back. I am the back.
Good job. But man, what are these mites doing? And man, what's that?
I'm back playing the game, man.
Mite sprays and keeping them from spreading is hard.
Excellent.
Again, we did
What's up,
a good
man?
job, but that's not easy.
No recommended changes. Oh. Yeah, no recommended changes because I have nothing. It's my usual nothing. Like, I don't know.
We didn't junk it, goes to the junkyard, we sell it for parts. I can't sell a green dragon for parts. I'm stuck. It's my responsibility now. I took the demo on, whatever problems it has, we have to see them out till the end. That sucks. Man, that takes a lot of time. And also, this is a mistake on our part. We totally failed to keep up documents. Early on in the skills, we had these super detailed, long Google documents that everyone had access to. Each animal had its order, had day of the milk, birth date that we would know it. Even the name of the animal, the feeding schedule, what it is, how much it is, how it's working, every single little detail, like a personal medical chart, its weight and its length. So we really just failed at keeping it up because it took so much time, and we got super disorganized. So if I figured that, I would get one person whose only job is keeping up with the documentation of the animal, because I think that was it. Oh, we didn't do that, that was a mistake, and they changed. Also, not everything new was year everything. Because it was changing so often, and there were so many scheduling changes and unexpected things, where every single thing, it's like, what is that animal? I didn't know we had cats on my day one. Where did they come from? I didn't know we had another day coming. That's the same day for us. Figured out a new okay, so
Oh man.
it changed too fast. And then
Every single time I die, I feel like I need a cough. And it's so annoying. Huge. Because like, I'm like really sick. Like usually at the end of it, like at the training to the end of it, I have like a lot of mucus. And the way I get it out is literally by coughing. But like, I just kind of forget I can clear that throat, but it doesn't feel as nice when I clear it throat. Just regularly clearing that throat, so I don't know.
Because mites are quick. And also, because of unboxing videos. Unboxing videos were the true bread and butter of Emerald Scales. This is what was keeping it going, because the revenue from unboxing videos and the attention is what made Emerald Scales have any amount of success. And so with these unboxing videos, I can't just unbox my animal. I need 20 or 30, so I would try to bundle them up all on the same day. In the later unboxing videos, I ended up just
it's private though. It's
like
private.
5 animals a day, 3
I'll
or 4
change
days
it.
in a row, and I would just edit it to look like they all came on the same day.
Private.
But early on, yeah, it was
I don't even know when this got
all the
uploaded.
animals came in the same day.
Also, dude, I want to know what the song is.
Unboxing videos,
One Wish by Unholy. I heard
the
that.
moment that camera turned
That's
off,
why it sounds so familiar.
there's animals everywhere. Why did I do this again? And,
Public.
but I had to, because, like, yeah. That was how Emerald Scales was funded. So let's actually go to marketing and logistics next. The biggest way we got eyeballs on Emerald Scales was YouTube videos. The second biggest,
Peak is crazy,
actually
bro.
the biggest
Peak is
for a while,
crazy.
early on especially, was Instagram, where I got banned. I got banned from Instagram.
How do you get banned from this?
They enforced a rule where you can't sell it that way. That's not Instagram, that's the rule.
Oh,
But ironically,
okay.
Instagram made money off Emerald Scales too, because we would promote posts. We would advertise. Honestly, we would actually pay for ads. And so like if an animal wasn't selling for them, we would just do like $20 Instagram ads and then do this. We lost it. I felt like we diversified it decently, but we could have done a lot better with the marketing itself. And it was just very unexpected.
Oh, shoot, I felt like there's something touching me. Something on my arm. I don't like that.
To separate people from their money. That's the whole point. Businesses will do this. However, means necessary.
Yeah, my arm's all tingling.
For a living pet, A, nobody needs it. It's a want. It's a luxury for a pet. And B, people that want it can't necessarily afford it. So what can you do? You can do things to convince people to buy things they can't afford. You don't want to do that with a living animal because you want them to be able to afford it in a very good animal's life. And also, even if you want and afford it, that's still not enough because we want to make sure that they would actually stop it on as much as possible, but also we're going to give you as well. So nobody wants to be tasty. Imagine when you give you a company where you want to buy something and they don't like it. It says we want my full Ferrari. Speaking of exotic animals, they categorize under the same group as drugs, alcohol, gambling, firearms, and sold market. I don't know why, but that's how it is. So because of this,
Oh man.
would have
Oh shoot, I forgot about that. I forgot it.
that someone selling drugs or alcohol, which is pain. We would get banned and denied from payment processors and from certain online services that we wanted to use simply because we wanted. I couldn't use Pressbook denied me. I couldn't use Wix. Wix denied me the payment process. So like these big services were like, sorry, that goes under gambling and guns. So you come on, really? And like you know how like if you want to buy some of these things you have to buy crypto or something, that's what we basically were like on the track of having to do. And our inventory, which is marketing still, was random and inconsistent. We didn't know what we were getting.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't even expecting that. I was like zoned out.
We couldn't predict what was going to be sold. Pre-orders
I was listening to the song. It sounded very familiar.
Do you want it? Oh, this isn't what you want? Okay.
They had Daniel MP3's name is just wrong.
To this day, once a month,
Like, you just had it
I get emails
wrong.
saying,
Okay.
when are rough green snakes back in stock? Because
Daniel
one time we
IPP.
had rough green snakes
Oh,
in
yeah.
stock. Because somebody bred them,
Oh, no, man, I'm bored.
and gave them to us. We listed them and sold them, never again did we get rough green snakes. But because Emerald Hills has noticed the rough green snake sellers, still in 2023, people are asking to buy rough green snakes. It was totally unpredictable. Also, we can only sell the contiguous USA. This was all of the United States, but Alaska and Hawaii, not Puerto Rico either. And only about 60-something%.
I don't know, man. I think I'm getting decently consistent, but like as soon as I say that, like I know I'm almost like failing like crazy. So I'm not gonna say like I'm actually doing all that. I'm just say like I'm just pouring it out as like maybe a thing that's happening. Oh shoot! I clicked too fast. Every single time I see a spider part, I'm just like I get PTSD from 70%. Like 72 sucks so bad, man. It's like, what am I supposed to do? It's just me spamming. I don't like spamming like that. But I think I would like to beat this before New Year's, not gonna lie. Like, I think that would be a pretty cool thing to do. Beat this before New Year's, so like I can leave this in 2024. Like, I could definitely do it. I got 66% today. And like, come on, man, that's pretty decent. I just died because I just forgot how to play the level. I think I could have got like somewhere 70, like 74. I keep saying about 70, but then I realized that's just a transition part. So it doesn't, like you're not gonna be able to die at a transition point. Unless like you keep spam jumping or something, or click on the one wrong spot. But even then, that doesn't really work like that. There's like full auto, there's no spikes, yeah. If it's gonna make you fall.
So people were just unhappy with us. Also, people believed that we were a non-profit. Some people were upset to learn that we weren't, and others just felt misled because Emerald Scale is not known as a non-profit. Never once did I call it a non-profit. It never was a non-profit, but with this online, the idea that it was a non-profit was a big thing. And so
It's a very interesting transition when I look at it.
I have a whole video about why it's a non-profit. And like I said, above Instagram, unboxing videos were the biggest way that we got sales and got high element sales. But they became less popular over time. There was a series on YouTube, and like in a series, the interest tapers off after that. The first few unboxings had over 2 million views each. The next little batch of unboxings had 1 million views each, which is still really good. And then the unboxings after that had 500,000 and then 300,000 views each. Still insane view counts on these videos, but that was noticeably not enough. Not only to get enough eyes, but also the revenue from the videos. This is gonna sound ridiculous, but just bear with me, okay?
Yes.
The last unboxing video only scales. These videos needed to make over 10 grand each to just try and cover the expenses of normal scales. It's so crazy. Like, I love how successful these videos are, but the fact that, like, Emerald Scales is expensive, and unfortunately 5 grand is what I paid. And so, as the unboxing videos became less popular, things became more difficult. Also, people from getting Emerald Scales or running the same thing as people totally understand that it's not their fault. For me, they're very different. I see Bitcoin as my personal online persona, my online, like, little personal brand that I can do whatever I do. And I saw Emerald Scales as a separate project that's building on its own. But most people are following Alex, really not Emerald Scales. And I get it. We made tons of Emerald Scales content on the channel, and I was in pretty much all of it. So, of course, people don't think that. This made college confused, one, because my reputation is directly linked to Emerald Scales' reputation. So if I say something controversial and I get canceled again, whatever, this directly impacted Emerald Scales. And so, yeah, we should have probably, I don't know, I guess we should have marketed more third-party ways, like not have my face linked to it. But then again, that personal connection also probably...
I'm playing dying over there, so like, I think I need to practice that.
I likely never would have been able to step away, even if it became self-sustainable. The goal for Emerald Scales, the first goal, it's fine to change goals, I think, but our goal, I think, was good. Within 5 years, we have a clear, like, after 5 years, we should have a clear path to self-sustainability.
I realized a little bit too late.
Still own Emerald Scales, but not doing hands-on work and making profit from it. This, even if it happened, would have been really hard, because if people see that I step away, that wasn't the reason people were sending their animals or buying animals. It was, in their eyes, me directly doing everything. And it was upsetting people to learn that I was becoming more hands-off and outsourcing more of the work and stuff. So, next up, let's talk about sales.
Okay, really?
People are only going to pay
How long
so
are you
much
gonna be
for
ready
their
for?
product, no matter what it is.
Ooh, that's some
You're not
crazy
going to go
base.
to a used car dealership and pay more for a 2012 Toyota Corolla than you are to go to Toyota and buy a brand new one. Why would anyone do that? But that's what Emerald Scales was doing. We were selling animals in more questionable condition with less information than a breeder selling a new, like a fresh batch of
Man,
animals.
what the heck, man?
There are differences here. A lot of people like knowing that they're not just giving money to a breeder that's producing more animals. It is giving an animal a new home that needs it, and that is
Stop
more
it.
unique history. I guess, okay, one way you could, I like coins and stuff, I like silver.
Stop it. Stop doing that. I hate it when it just
Paper money
switches like
or
that. Stop doing that.
that has like history to it, and that is maybe
I think this is correct.
buying a brand
Yep.
new off the press. So
Nope,
I
it
get
isn't
the
correct.
understanding,
Don't
but
do it again.
ultimately,
Dang
I
it.
am only
Okay.
going to pay so much for that old silver at the end of the day. And long story short, not many people want to pay $250 for a normal male ball python. But sometimes we are selling normal ball pythons for over $200, which are literally worthless. And when I say worthless, I mean financially. The animal has worth, I understand. And I think that you get what I'm saying. Factually, normal male ball pythons, or normal ball pythons in general, they're literally used as feeder animals for other animals. Any batch of ball pythons is pretty much going to get some normals, and there's too many normals. And so they get sold, and they're like the venomous and stuff. And so I can't really compare.
Like, I don't like this
But
part.
we're oftentimes almost always getting the normal male ball pythons in. Realistically, for Emerald Scales to have kept working, I think it would have needed to cost like $500 to send it anyway, and like $500 to sell it. Like, actually realistically make it work just through this. But people aren't going to do that. I mean, some are not. And even the expensive animals we were selling, like, oh, we've got this nice $500 variety cystic, or this nice Louisiana Spaniel, it's $1,000. There's no genetic risk. There's no background information. We don't know the age for sure. We can't guarantee it's like how it was cared for. We don't know how it was cared for. We don't know what it went through. We don't know where it came from. So many questions and so many unknowns. I just was going to use car dealership. You can't chart that. So that's how it was selling. You can't look it up.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
see
beat
that
though.
$20 report and see what the VIN says. It doesn't exist. It's all
Okay, I did. It's so inconsistent though. I feel like this is way too inconsistent for me to actually be able to beat the level in like a timely manner.
where it's just gonna sit and not move the rest of its life.
Like,
It needs to be a full, nice structure and everything, but we really do is we can breed the animals.
it's like I feel like if I click 3 times, it doesn't, like, it kills me sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Like, what the heck? This is the first part so annoying.
Willing to pay that since there was so little known about the animals. So yeah, and also the majority of the revenue from health scales was actually from taking in an animal. Because at one point it was like,
oh, because I had to click so late. Because if I do this, it's just kind of squishy.
And we were making more on the inputs than actually selling.
It's so weird. I don't get it, man.
Because we were making more of the input. Like we would rather charge more for someone to send an animal and then sell it for less if it makes it out quicker than trying to sell the animal for more. And it's gonna sound bad, but it just is how it is. People are more desperate to sell their animals than they are to buy an animal. So the only way to keep doing this is we have to take advantage of the desperation and charge more. Which I know it sounds bad. Nobody has to buy a reptile, but people do have to do it. And yeah, so that was kind of overview of what was happening. And like I said, most of the income was from YouTube. You know, the only thing that's more volatile than remote scale is YouTube. That was some volatile, or still is volatile income for me. YouTube still like that.
That's alright.
Up and down, it's
I'll leave it there.
Sometimes you'll have a great year and then a
I
terrible
keep
year,
doing that.
a good month and a bad month, and a good week and a bad week.
I
Some
don't know
months
what
I was
man.
making 20% of what I made the month before, and then I'd make double that. And this was the other source of income that everything was relying on. So everything was also all over the place. And we couldn't.
Should I listen to the music for the completion? Like, should I actually try like start listening to the music?
Like I said, we have this whole thing where we want to make sure the animal is going to a good place. You can't do that at a reptile sale. In fact, most sales, I would argue, at reptile stores are impulse buys. And so you're selling animals to people on a whim. Some of these people have never even seen a snake in person. They just wander from the street.
You never heard of milk casket before.
Sometimes people just pay cash for the dog of the animal. It was a bad idea.
Sounds very similar to like demo, like the song that they made. Sounds very similar to Blue to Green, Big Green to Blue.
You can persuade them, you can be a salesman, you can talk to them
By Daniel.
and get their money. And give these big sums of money just to help them.
I don't mind,
We couldn't
but
want to do that anymore. Like basically,
I don't know, man.
made a big part of my income on merchandise. Taking advantage of impulse sales is just a huge thing. Limited time, 24-hour sale, what while supplies last, limited edition. That's what really makes it marketing. And I do it all the time too. I get merchandise that is limited time. I don't know how many are left, and I get one, and I impulse buy it. I usually don't regret it. But even if I do, it's a thing, it's a thing, it's a person. I can keep it, I can sell it, I can throw it away. But it's not sometimes literal lifelong investment and lifelong agreement to try and care for this animal. So yeah, we just can't take advantage of impulse and a lot of
I click too fast because I don't know if I'm gonna die from those first 3 clicks, man. It's actually so annoying.
And sales, people change their mind, the animal dies, before it's sent to us, they want their money back. And because we were trying to vet people, making sure they kind of knew what they were doing, I really think that it was fair with these standards. I forgot to mention that me and the other people oftentimes disagreed on which people were good to keep the animal, like to take the animal. So that's what a lot of times do on the management side. Maybe I would think that it's a good owner, someone else would think it's not, or vice versa. It was never one-sided. Sometimes I thought that they were bad, and then sometimes I thought they were good. And it was different with different people. It was all subjective. So either way, once you come to an agreement, that was a refund. That was another refund. And when somebody gets refused the sale because we find out, say, sorry, we don't believe you're a fit, they take this very personally because it's completely personal. Like, yeah, the lender takes it personally. This permanently turns them away. They're never coming back. They're never going to order for some of the people who order this.
By the way, if anyone's in chat, I cannot see a message. So, yeah. So what was the song? Snowfall.
They were the same person using a different name.
No.
Or a different email.
Long one.
Anyway,
Oh, it's just a
those
long
that don't
song.
do that and try to manipulate us, it lowers the reputation.
It's like 55 to 58.
Who wants to be declined? Mouth to mouth.
Almost 59, yeah. Like almost 4 minute song. It's like, oh, this feels like a different song.
But you know what?
But no, it's just the same song.
Mouth to mouth. Normal scales.
I thought it was Snowfall because it just changed to Snowfall. But I was like, oh, this is still demo.
And it's really fun. I was like, why are we even doing this? Like, we define them, and you flat out, same day, within an hour, just go to PetSmart and buy them from there, or go order online from someone.
I feel like to keep my channel at least a little bit alive, I should stream on YouTube. And I've always said that I should, like, I wanted to stream on YouTube, but it doesn't allow me.
But at the end of the day, it's like, they just go and stick a different animal setup, so it felt weird sometimes, like, why are we even bothering? And it wasn't always us willingly giving back people money.
Yeah, I'm gonna
try
to see if I can
cases.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna just stop everything right now just to test. So yeah, I'll see you.